As a kid, freedom is essential. But in Iowa, where I lived from ages 1 to 9, freedom was only 2 blocks away. In short walking distance, I could get to my best friend's house, a baseball diamond, and a cornfield which acted as my playhouse. I learned to be good at playing alone or playing with my best friend just 2 houses down because my 2 brothers were 8 and 6 years older than I. Though they're very kind, they didn't like hanging out with me much. Who can blame them? I was a gnat on their social standing. Being the youngest of 3 boys came with a load of positives. I was coddled differently, my family increased its income, meaning more things for me. But there was one negative. I was the usual victim of hand-me-downs. Clothes, toys, and bikes. Bikes with no training wheels because my brothers had already learned and graduated to something more mature. And that is the reason I didn't learn to ride a bike until I was 22. I tried, but I just kept on failing. As a boy, my machine was a not-so-sleek, brandless yellow bike. A bit of rust on the frame. Hell, it had a tear in the banana seat. Not cool. And of course, no training wheels. I'm not quite sure if my parents saw me as super child, the child who needed no practice at balance or whatever, but they sent me off, ugly bike and no training wheels, with my brothers. In short time, I cried. It was embarrassing, mostly for my brothers. They couldn't get me to ride a bike, something they knew so instinctively now. After 2 scraped knees, a lot of anger, and their friends pulling them away, we abandoned the whole thing. That happened a couple of times. Same results. Tears, anger, giving up. Then I passed the time frame of learning. I was now 7 or 8. Watching me on a bike now was pure embarrassment. I was having none of it, and neither was my family. Fast forward to my teen years in Michigan. I was often hindered in my social gatherings now. My new hometown was no metropolis, but the places I wanted to go did sprawl a bit more. I was between a rock and a hard place on this one. Which was worse? Not knowing how to ride a bike, but keep the school squawking about it down by simply admitting it and shrugging it off? Or having people see me try and fail? I never learned. Fast forward to my early 20s. I'm now married, but can't ride a bike. I have to pay taxes, but I can't go for a fall bike ride. My wife, she's often the one who motivates me, refused to be married to a bikeless man. She took me out to an empty church parking lot, and she taught me. Classic style, holding the back and everything. In no time, I was up and running, now ready for family rides to come. It just goes to show you, you need to be motivated to take risks by those you trust. And I trust my wife. She helped me grow. And that's what I want to be for my students. Trust me, I will help you grow.
I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bike. I want to ride my bicycle.